Yeah, Earl, we specially catered that to you. Fred's in the green room too, all the way from WKRP in Cincinnati. So, all right, that's over with. We can get that out of the way. And you are live on Wide Open Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Uh, I am flying solo tonight because Fred is in Ohio with his dad. So, which is pretty cool because we're going to have Fred and his father hopefully on here, and we're going to get to talk to the guy that made Fred famous, his father, Senior Fred, who is a legend in his own right, and now his son is starting to be a legend. I just want to tell you, Fred, I've read by the shop 4 or 5 times today, and it was a packed house. There was standing room only, as always, at Fletcher's Garage. So, Earl, I'm going to put you on delay here for a minute while we bring the Fletchers in here. But first, I got to do this. Hold on one second. And we will bring the Fletchers on here. Fred Sr. and Fred Jr., my partner in crime. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing here today if it wasn't for Fred Jr. First of all, Mr. Fletcher.
And I wouldn't do it without Fred Sr.
Yeah, exactly. So it is a pleasure and an honor to be able to talk to you, Mr. Fletcher. I've heard so much about you, and I can tell you the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You should be very proud of your son. He's doing a wonderful job over there at Fletcher's Garage. Like I said, the place was packed today, standing room only, and the boys were working hard.
That's good. That's what they get paid for. Big though is Nifty 50 is getting ready to be open now or what?
Well, they're going to pave on Tuesday. We milled it today. They're going to pave on Tuesday. I thought they were going to pave tomorrow, but they're not. They're going to pave on Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going there for breakfast and all kinds of other stuff, being just right down the street from the garage. Now, there's a couple pictures there. I was a fan of Kerry Schroeder back in the day. Mr. Fletcher, you've done a lot of work with Kerry Schroeder. You worked on a lot of race cars back in the day, correct?
Well, I occasionally I work on them.
Occasionally, that ain't what I heard from your son. I mean, your son it always talks about how you've taught him a lot of stuff, and he's a very good mechanic thanks to you. We've been wanting to get you up here so you can see him run his vintage car. He's got a beautiful vintage car, and he said, "I got to get this car run. I got to get my dad down here. Now I have my own car." And why do you live so damn far away, Pop? We got to get you up here to see us.
Well, he's got a good looking car.
I just gave him that picture that Tommy just gave us, and
Okay.
that you gave me. So he got it now. So he's gonna hang it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it up.
Well, that's good. Now, the other thing, when are we going to get you up here to see Fred run the car?
He ain't coming out.
I'd love to come out, but I just can't make the trip.
Well, how about if we do this? How about if we find a way to get one of them vans that's real comfortable, where you can watch TV while you're riding, and we'll make it comfortable so the trip will be comfortable. Or I know Kyle Koretsky, he's getting a helicopter. We fly in a helicopter.
No,
That ain't gonna happen.
that ain't flying. That don't fly and that don't float.
Okay, Dad. So if you don't, you sound just like your son. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Hey,
Oh, I fly.
I sold the nice van, but we couldn't make the trip. I'd love to come out. We come out the first time, but
I just spent 10 hours in the car, so yeah, I can attest to that. That road's getting longer and longer every time I come out here.
Oh yeah, but you know what? It is so cool to see you two guys together. I'm glad that you went there, Fred. I'm glad that you're spending time with your pop, and
Mhm.
you got to do that more often. Maybe once a month or something. You got to get out there and see your dad and
And look what
drink
they have
garage
out
beer
here.
with him. See, there you go, garage beer. I see that, and they have it there, so that's a
Yeah.
good thing. It's probably where they make it in Ohio, right? Close
They
to
do.
that,
Yeah, they
right?
make it down there in Kentucky.
Well,
There you go.
we're not going to let him get out of practice. I want him to look at my wife's car.
Well, there you go.
Hey, everywhere I go.
See?
You see that? You can't
I
get
can
away
drive
from it.
all the way out here to find a bad mass airflow sensor.
Yeah.
Fill him up with garage beer, Dad, and he'll take care of anything you need.
But
Now,
there's
I'm going to ask you a question, Mr. Fletcher. If you owned a race car, okay, today, your own race car, besides your son, of course, who would you have drive a race car if you owned a race car right now? And you can go back in time. You don't have to take a guy from today. If you were a race car owner, who would you have drive your car?
well, I hung around with Billy Osmond, and he seemed to be able to hop in and out of any car and take it to the front. I think if I had one, I would. I don't know if he'd still drive or not.
He looks
But-
like he can still drive. Let me tell you something. Him, Stan Plosky, Sammy Beavers, they all look like they can still drive, and you still look like you can wrench on the cars.
Yeah. Well, they still look good. I see pictures on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look great. I mean, up till a couple of years ago, Stan was running a wingless sprint car. So, and you know, the memories that you have, you take them with you. And you worked on some of the greatest cars that raced at Flemington, and then you guys traveled up north and done all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You hear all the stories from your son, and I'm so happy that we got to do this tonight, and I got to talk to you and see you and bring you on the show. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, we watch the show all the time. So,
Well, now that I got to talk to you, I can send some jabs your way on the show, and then you'll be able to call
Yeah.
me up on the phone and get back at me.
all right.
Well, get Fred to fix your car. Take care of yourself, Fred. Enjoy yourself with your dad. I appreciate you coming on here. I got a couple other things I got to play. Of course, the Nationals are this week for Maple Grove. Billy's going to come on. We got Cody Swanson coming on and John Hagenbottom. We miss you here. Just be careful coming home, man. All right, and take care of your pop.
Yeah, it's a long ride, but yeah, I'll probably be back Sunday or Monday. But yep, as long as I got garage beer, I can fix cars.
All right, brother. I love you guys. Nice meeting you, Mr. Fletcher. It's an honor.
Hey,
Nice talking to you.
All right, nice talking to you. I hope to see you sometime. Maybe I'll take the ride with Fred one time, and I'll get to see you.
we'll split the drive.
You got it, brother. I can do that with my eyes closed. You know that.
I'll drive to Pittsburgh. You take it the rest of the way.
We
You
got
got it, brother.
room. If you come out, we have plenty of room.
All right, Pop. I'll come out with them. I promise.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. Be good.
Hey, Earl.
That is Fred Fletcher and his father, Fred Fletcher Sr. I have Anthony Cantaloni. I guess that's how you say that. We're waiting for Billy Kleinsmith because I'm going to put you and him on at the same time. So we got to wait a couple of minutes here, but I'll bring Earl Krause in here, the legend himself. Earl,
Nick,
how are you,
everybody?
Earl? Where the hell you been, Earl? You've missed a couple shows, and I got all this good food in the green room, and it's going to waste because you haven't been here for 2 weeks.
Well, I'm making up for lost time tonight. Great catering. Well, I tell you what, you can't beat it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, it was nice seeing Fred Jr. and Senior. That was great. Yep. Well, remember Fred there working on the K46 with Kerry Schloter and his dad, Earl Schloter, back in the day at East Windsor, Flemington. So good memories there. And
Absolutely. We
Mr.
can bring
Fletcher
Fred
looks
right back
pretty good.
on here with us. See, Fred's
Earl.
going to be on here with
Hey,
us.
Fred.
See, there he is.
all
So we
right.
get to bring Fred in here. And
I'm hanging out just for you, Earl.
Hey,
see,
thanks,
he's hanging
Fred.
out just for you, Earl. He's got
Hey,
his
you know,
Ewing
just-
shirt on and everything.
Just before the show tonight, I watched.
Yeah,
American-
I wasn't even thinking about that. All right.
So-
Well, I'll listen to you since we didn't go to lunch this week, but we'll get it when I get back.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Yes.
we got them lined up in the green room like planes at the airport. Fred, you're missing out on a good show here.
All right. Well, you go
got-
have a good show. I'm going to finish my beer.
All right, finish your beer. I'll take you off of here, and then we'll talk to Earl for a couple of minutes, and then we got Maple Grove Billy and we got Anthony here. So
All right.
not unless Earl wants to go back to the green room, and we'll take care of Billy and Anthony real quick.
All right.
Hey,
I'll
well,
see you later.
Need. Okay, gentlemen.
All right, we're going to remove Earl real quick because Earl always stays later, and we'll bring Earl back in here. So
Sounds
we'll remove Earl for a minute, and then we'll bring in Anthony, and we'll bring in Billy Kleinsman all at the same time here. Billy, of course, is the voice of Maple Grove, and Anthony is a friend of his that's having a real big car show that they want to talk about. So tell us what's going on, guys.
Well, as you guys know, we have the first off, it's the 40th anniversary of the NHRA Nationals. That's a really big weekend for us. But most importantly, in a couple weekends, Anthony, my buddy, is going to be having a really good car show. It's open to all vehicles and all race cars. And we're proud to have him on the show. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about it. So, Anthony, if you want to fire away.
You guys hear me, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
All right, good.
absolutely.
This is the first time I'm using my mic and camera on my laptop. So
You got to do that
yeah,
more
no.
often, Ant.
no, first off, I really appreciate you guys allowing me to come on to the podcast here. The lodge really appreciates it. Any publicity that we can get is huge, especially on a platform like this with Facebook and all your other social media. So yeah, this is our third annual car show that we have here at the Elks Lodge in Woodbridge, New Jersey. This fundraiser helps us keep supporting our special children's, veterans, and any family within our township or municipality, because there's 10 townships that make up my town, for any disaster that would occur, like a house fire or a big flood, that we can help someone in our town. It's like Billy said, it's open to any type of vehicle, really. I don't care if as long as it's got 4 tires and a motor, you can bring it on down. It don't matter. It is a fully 100% charitable fundraiser. And I'm looking for anything fast for just to show the kids off. My dad's actually bringing one of the big rigs that he drives at the company he works for, which if I can see, it looks like you got it on the Goodwin car there. He works for Izzy. So
Well, see, there you go.
that's pretty cool.
That's Ryan Godown. He just won the championship in New Egypt, and he just won Big Diamond's
Yeah.
coal cracker race. So, yeah, David Izzy is a great guy. He's a great guy to work for. He's a great sponsor of racing. He goes out of his way to take care of everybody. I mean, everybody.
He absolutely does, and I appreciate David for allowing my dad to bring one of his trucks down to the show. So the show is on September 27th. It starts at 2:00. It goes to 6. It's at the Woodbridge Elks Lodge in New Jersey at 665 Rawway Avenue in Woodbridge, 07095. And we got food for sale. We gotta have some vendors. And an open bar, not an open bar, but a cash bar. We're going to have a whole bunch of drinks. We're going to have a few bartenders on staff. It's going to be hopefully a great afternoon, as long as the weather's good.
All right. Well, if there's anybody out there that ain't doing nothing, most of us are probably going to be somewhere on Saturday and Sunday. I know I'll be somewhere on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be at Maple Grove. So, if you're not doing nothing, you got a car, you want to take it to the show, take it to the show. It's a worthwhile show. It's for a good cause. Make sure you support Anthony and his cause. And now we will let Billy Kleinsman. You can't get the smile off his face. This is the week. Hold on one second here, Bill, because I'm going to do something. If you're a drag racing fan, this is the week that you want to be a drag racing fan for this reason. All right, boys and girls, it starts tomorrow, Maple Grove Raceway. The stars and cars of the NHRA will be at Maple Grove. It's not a far drive. You get on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you get off the Morgantown exit, and you're there. Trust me, the stars and cars of the NHRA will be at Maple Grove Raceway. That's right. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pick a day. Be there. If you're not there, you're missing the greatest racing in the area. Trust me. I'm tongue-tied. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be doing some video stuff. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Every ticket is a pit pass. That's right. You buy a ticket, you can mingle with the stars and cars of the NHRA. I'm telling you, It is a stellar event. Then the week after that is the Keystone Trucking Nationals. And yours truly, Nick Leach, will be behind the microphone. There's a burnout contest for big trucks. You can bet I'll be running my big mouth at the burnout contest. So, guys, if you're not doing nothing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, come on out to Maple Grove. Support the Koretsky family. They've done a lot of upgrades. Kyle Koretsky's been working his ass off. Hopefully he's going to get a chance to race on Sunday. And come on out, gang. It's going to be a great event. And it's probably going to be sold out, thanks to you fans. So come on out to Maple Grove Raceway and support the Koretsky family. If you love drag racing, this is the event you mark down on your calendar. So come on out and be with us Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's race day at Maple Grove. If you ain't there, I don't know what's wrong with you. If you love drag racing, you need to be at Maple Grove this weekend. Am I right, Bill? You need to be there. That's probably the first time my mouth didn't go with my words. I was a little mixed up there. But, Bill, tell everybody what's going on. It probably started today, right?
Actually, as parking started today, a lot of the racers were coming in, but we start racing tomorrow for the 40th anniversary of the NHRA Nationals. As Anthony knows, he also worked at another racetrack, Englishtown, that's also well known in the Northeast. Both of us have tracks that host national events, with Englishtown hosting the Summer Nationals and, of course, with the Maple Grove National event. Anthony, as you know, that's those two were always the real two most popular races of the season here in the Northeast. And yeah, we're ready to celebrate 40 years of a history at Maple Grove with the NHRA Nationals. Weather's looking great. It's going to be a really fast weekend. And as you know, Maple Grove's a place for the record books, and hopefully we can set a few records this weekend.
Yeah, I think we are. I think the weather's going to be nice. Sunday's a little iffy, but right up to Sunday, the weather's going to be great. I'm going to be wearing my badge and my gun and checking bags and doing stuff like that. I love the people that come through the gate. They're just so pleasurable to talk to, and they're all excited. The kids are excited. It's pretty cool. And like I said, every ticket is a pit pass. You get to mingle with these stars. They come out to the back of their trailer. They sign autographs. They do all that. You can get to these drivers. You can talk to these drivers one-on-one. I got to meet Jasmine Salinas. She's back in the Top Fuel car, so I'll get to see her again at Maple Grove. So, yeah, Billy, it's going to be cool. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the best selling points in racing. Unlike the some other sports, racing can let you get up and personal with the drivers, talk to them, actually get to see the machines up close. And also one of the great things about racing compared to other sports, racing, we may be competitors and stuff, but we're all family when it all comes down to it. Racing is one of the tightest knit family that you can ever meet. Once you get involved with racing, you're a part of the family, and if you need help, they're going to reach out to you, and that's why I'm proud to be a part of the racing family.
Well, we're proud to have you a part of Wide Open Wednesday. We appreciate you coming on here each and every Wednesday. Thanks for coming on, Anthony. Hopefully your car show's a big success, and don't be afraid to come on here again. If you got to promote something else, we're more than willing to help you out.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And Billy, you hit it on the head. When NHRA came into Englishtown, it was one of the greatest weekends I ever worked in my life. There was no other feeling like it. It's hard to explain to someone who sits on the other side of the wall. But yeah, I've been trying to get down to Maple Grove for a couple years now, but the weekends never line up. I have a big veteran service down in Lacey, New Jersey that Sunday, so it's always been real hard for me to get down there, but I'm going to get down there one day, Billy. We're going to get there.
All right,
guys. Billy, do what you do. What do you got for me at the end of the day here? You usually have a raincoat story or something.
Well, I don't have a raincoat story, but I did go swimming last week, and my belly flops off of the diving board were good enough to give me a tryout for the men's Olympic diving team in a couple of years. So hopefully, knock on wood, I'll get a gold medal. And also another thing, in all the times I've done this show with my camera up close to me, I never realized how big of a forehead I have.
That's all right, Bill. You can wear a hat. That's why I wear a hat. I got a big forehead, too. I got a big melon head. So, all right, Bill. Thanks, man. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you guys coming on. It's been a great show so far. I got to bring you all back in here before I get fired.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Good meeting you, Anthony, and I hope to see you soon.
All right. We'll bring Earl back in here before somebody else gets in here and steals his thunder. Earl is the guy that always waits in the wings. He's always got great stories. What's going on, Earl? What's going on with Wall? Are they running this week, or what are we doing?
No, this weekend there's actually a car show at Wall
Okay.
Stadium. So no racing this weekend. We come back on the 20th and then the 27th. 27th will be the last points night. So, hey, Anthony was just on talking about that car show over in Woodbridge, not that far from Wall Stadium. The Elks Hall, as Anthony noted, is right on Rollway Avenue. So you could come over there to the car show during the day and then jump right on Route 9 to 34 and come right down to Wall Stadium at night. So
There you go.
do a double header.
Kill two
thanks to
birds with one
Anthony.
stone. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I got a call from Mark Blackwell. He told me that John Stangl is ill. So I put a post out there for some prayers for John Stangl. So I want to mention that
that's
now. To the guys that are listening, John needs some prayers. I'm not going to get into the particulars, but he's in the hospital in New York. So his family's with him. We want to send John some prayers. John's been battling some health issues before, got better from that, and now he has another health issue. So everybody knows John Stangl. He's got a great personality. He's a great guy. So we want to send some prayers out to him. And also a lady that drives a dump truck in the landfill with me. Her name is Mary Ann. Great lady. She her appendix burst.
Wow.
We rushed to the hospital. So we want to send some prayers to Mary Ann and John Stangl. So keep the prayers coming for John. Keep some prayers for Mary Ann. Mary Ann will be back in the landfill before you know it, and John will be back with his son. They were up at New York for the I think it was the Pan Am race, and he became ill. So that's why he's not close to us, Earl. He's up there in New York. So hopefully you're taking great care of him. We'll get John back where he belongs, messing around with everybody. But yeah, I mean, the weather is supposed to be really nice this weekend for the Nationals, and
that should be great. Yes,
the Koretsky's are really excited about what's going on. Nancy will be there from Thursday to Sunday. I got to work Thursday and Friday, and then I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. And and then the following week is the Keystone Trucking Nationals. I'll be the voice of the Keystone Trucking Nationals. Me and Billy will be up there working side by side. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. It was really neat to have Fred and his dad on here.
Oh, that was great. Yes.
Yeah. And you can tell that Fred had an interesting childhood just from talking to his dad for a couple of minutes. His dad seems like a really great guy. I hope I get a chance to meet him, but he lives so damn far away. We got to find a way to get him down here, Earl, so he can see Fred race his car.
Yeah, at least he can keep track of the show, through YouTube and watch it that way. But yeah, it'd be great to have Fred Sr. back out here. Again, remember him so well from the East Windsor days, from Flemington. And one of the things that we always remember about Fred Fletcher Sr., I was talking to our friend Mark Yapel about this. Fred was always, Fred Sr., whenever he was at the track, his hair was always combed back just so, always looked, really squared away there in the pit area amongst all the dirt track cars. Fred was always very squared away, real man about town. So, it's
if you've seen the pictures I put up, the very first picture of him, he kind of has that Trenton look.
Yes.
The hair slicked back, and he kind of has that Scarpati look about him. So
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the guys were clean cut. They knew what they had to do with their race cars. They got the job done.
Yes.
I mean, Fred's meticulous in what he does. And it just, this is a duo show. We all participate in the ways that we do. Fred's not sitting here with me. It kind of sucks that he's not here. It was good that he got to come on, but I just want everybody to know I couldn't do this without Fred. Couldn't do this without Earl. Couldn't do it without Kate and Warren. And all the pieces are finally coming together. I was able to come in here, turn everything on, check everything, and flawless now.
Yes,
we're good to go. We got our computer called Mighty Mouse working now. So that's what we call a computer now. We call it Mighty Mouse.
All right.
It's definitely getting the job done. So we're in good shape with that.
That's good. Good teamwork. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And the insight that you give us, Earl, and it's not just Wall Stadium. Everybody knows you work at Wall Stadium, and everybody knows you work at Area Auto. The insight that you give us, it's just cool. It's pretty neat the way that things go and the way things get turned around. The world is a crazy place. And you turn on the news today and you see that young man get shot and
Oh,
he wound up dying. It's a
terrible.
shame. It's
Yes.
just a shame. You can't go out and get any groceries now. You can't do anything without looking over your shoulder. I mean, back in the day, my mom used to leave the house open. Kids used to
Exactly.
come in all the time, have breakfast with us. You got to lock your doors now. You got to lock your car now.
It's
It, you know,
a real
the
shame.
world is changing, and it ain't changing for the good.
No.
That we either got to get God involved or somebody involved to make this right, because we're not doing it too well ourselves. Come on, guys, we got to do better. We definitely got to do better.
And you know what, Nick, and Fred's listening too. This is why a show like this is an oasis. With all the things going on in the world, and like you mentioned, what happened today, for example, it's good now for all of us to just sit down and for an hour or so just talk about racing history, get the racing family together, and share some things, share some thoughts, and that's why we got to keep this going, because a show like this is why we do it, and it brings a sense of normalcy to what we do in life, because we're all in this together. And, we've all been around a lot of times. We've logged a lot of laps together. And again, just an example, seeing Mr. Fletcher back on tonight. Hey, it brings back good memories from the 1970s, early 80s.
Exactly.
So that's why we do it. So we got to keep it going. Absolutely.
And when Mark called me this morning and told me that, John wasn't well, he said, Nick, I want you to write a post. And he goes, you're good with that stuff. He goes, go ahead and do that for me. I said, okay. And we all come together for that. There's hundreds of posts for well wishes for John. If we can do that, then why can't we do that all the time?
Absolutely.
Why can't we take care of each other all the time? Not just when somebody needs it. We all need it now. We all need to come together now as one. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter. We all got to take care of each other, because if we don't, there's these crazy people out there that they let out of jail. And this poor girl is working hard. She's getting ready to go home. And out of nowhere, this maniac takes her life. I have no tolerance for people like that.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't even been out on the street. So somebody has to answer for that. We all got to answer for everything that we do when we go to heaven, but sometimes heaven's a little too far away. He needs to answer for that now. It's a shame. It really is a shame.
Well said, Nick. Absolutely. From the heart. Yes.
Yep. So we're supposed to have Cody Swanson on here, Earl. I'm sure you've heard of Cody Swanson.
Oh, absolutely.
And John Hagenbottom, who's put numerous people in victory lane. His brother, of course, is the leading feature winner, I believe, in 305 racing. Mike Hagenbottom, and of course Cody Swanson, and of course Jared Creeder. He works with him with the 24 car, because Mike just drives sporadic now. But yeah, we're supposed to have them guys on. I sent him the link, and Lord knows what Cody's doing. He's getting ready to go to Knoxville, I think. But yeah, hopefully we're going to have them guys on, and we'll be able to talk to them, and we'll be able to do what we do. But now it's starting to get a little cooler, and the first thing you think of, Earl, is indoor racing season.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. In January, we start off the first full weekend after New Year's. We'll be at Allentown, Pennsylvania, indoor racing there, under the big roof of the PPL Center in Allentown, Pennsylvania, right in the center of the city. Kicks off the winter indoor racing series under the direction of the Salmons family, Lenny Salmons, his sons Danny and Davey. I'm proud to say that my wife Pam and I were part of that team. We run the media center at all the indoor races. So that would be the first indoor race of the season. Again, that's the first full weekend in January, right after New Year's. And then 2 weeks later will be the motorsports show at the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks, Pennsylvania. And I know last year, this year, this past January, you and Fred were there with the booth showcasing your show, and I expect you'll be back again.
We plan on it. Fred's already making plans for that. We may not have a car, but we're definitely going to have a booth.
Very good. Well, that'll be a motorsports show, and I know you guys. You were there before, but this was the first time you were actually there as an exhibitor, and I know you had a great time meeting everybody at the show.
Well, the cool thing was we had Kate, and she would run out and grab somebody and bring them to our
Literally.
booth, and we would and we would interview them, and that's what kept everything going the way that it should have went. And we had so many people. But the best part about that, and we're talking about the generations of racing, the kids. The kids were so much fun to interview, and
Yes.
some of them were just like naturals at interviews and so polished. And I told Fred we got to get Colin Cox on here and Logan Watt together because they're best friends. So we're going to try and get Colin Cox and Logan Watt on here together. I know Logan was a big hit with his father on Lowdown Entertainment with Joe Adams and them guys. So we're going to try and get them two on here together and talk to them. But yeah, I mean, I think we've crossed the peak here with what we were doing. We had to get our computer issues straightened out, and I think we got them straightened out. Fred now gets to play with his mixer and make noises and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, so that's not my deal. That's Fred's deal. I just told him to get the levels right. He can play with all the other stuff. And yeah, but we're finally getting it to a point to where we can concentrate on getting the guests. Kate has been concentrating on moving and doing some other stuff, so she hasn't had a chance to do what she usually does for us. But all that she has done so far, we can never make up for what she has done for us so
absolutely.
far. So
Great producer. Yes.
yeah. She's behind the scenes. She just does so much for us and found so many things that we could use for our show. And yeah, she's awesome.
Well, Kate works with us at the indoor races too. She's part of the team. Usually handling the. She works around the track gate where the cars come out of the pit area. Usually helping to coordinate activities back there. Very busy spot. And Kate, with a great personality, she helps coordinate that aspect of it. So we always say with the motorsports show and the indoor races, it's just a great team. Everybody just gets together, and we all know exactly what needs to be done to produce a smooth event. And that's what was great to have you guys there last year as part of it.
Yeah, and the thing of it is that she's going this way and then she's going that way, and we're like, all right, we know you got to do this for them, and she's like, no, I got it, I can, I got it all, I can, and I'm like, Kate, you can't do it all. And then when you're doing the indoor stuff, she was doing that, and I'm like, Kate, I hate to bother you, but we have this problem. She goes, no problem, I got you, and she takes care of it. I don't know how she does it. I don't want to know how she does it, but she does it. Mm-hmm. So. And she's definitely an asset to us. And when me and Fred started this, I said, I know two people that could help us a lot. I mean, I drive a truck for a living, so the grammar and the punctuation is like right out the freaking window. A lot of stuff that I use, I use AI to help me. Thank God there's AI now. I use it in a good way. But yeah, I mean, she is phenomenal in what she does, and she knows the sport. That's the best part about it. Yes. And if you know, she would be a great writer for the race paper, because she, like Charlene Mashew was back in the day. She was a great writer for the Area Auto. You guys have had a lot of great writers over the years for Area Auto. So, but yeah, John Hagenbotham just texted me and said, when do you want me? I said, you can come on now.
Oh, that's great.
So we're waiting for him to show up in the green room. Or is there any food left?
Yes, there is. I've been very, very easygoing on the food tonight. I mean, again, the catering you got tonight was perfect. But I've been trying to save some for the rest of our guests. So I know
I'm going to tell you something. And you're going to laugh.
Yeah. So hey, got to make it fair for everybody.
I'm going to tell you something. And you're going to laugh, Earl.
Okay.
Somebody texted me and said, "Wait a minute, Earl's in the green room eating food. How does he do that?" I said, dude, it's a joke.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. I said, oh, yeah, we got a caterer. Earl's in there. He does all that. And I get a text. How is Earl in the green room? And what's going on with that? So, and look who we have in our room. I can bring him on here with you, Earl, until Cody shows up. If he goes, all right, hold on. I got to play this for him because he's my buddy.
Okay.
I made this for John. So we're going to play this. I'll knock you off for a minute, Earl. All right, we're going to do this. This guy will be coming up next. Now, he's put his brother in victory lane many times. I believe he's the leading feature event winner in the 305 division. He's won in all different kind of cars. Him and Cody Swanson won the Silver Crown race, the Bettenhausen Classic, I believe it was. And it's an honor to have this. He's been a friend of mine. He's helped Zach out a little bit when Zach started with the wingless car. We now have John Hagenbotham on here, and we'll be talking to him. Let me get your deal on here, John. Hold on one second. There we go. That makes it official, John. What's going on? Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm a rookie at this camera stuff.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Just stay right where you're at. You got a nice race car in the background. You got a big trophy. Where's Cody at? Out to dinner?
No, he's at Bohannon's working on the non-wing sprint car. He's racing the little 500 tour this weekend.
Okay.
He was supposed to come on. He said he was good. I should have called him.
I sent him the text twice.
Yeah,
so.
he texted me that he got it, and all. I don't know if he's an hour difference.
Oh, maybe
Where
he may
he's-
be an hour difference. Yep, he may
That's-
be. Now, tell me what's going on in the background there. Is that the big check from the big race?
Yeah, that's the we set it up. Zach's here with me. We got the check. We hung the check up there. Cody was nice enough to give it to me for the first time. And
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
trophy. Get to keep the trophy.
Oh, that's cool.
We set it up next to the payment car here.
Yeah, that's
The
cool.
dirt car is out at Bob Hampshire's.
Okay,
It
now you
saves
have
a lot of diesel fuel.
you
and all
have
that.
Zach next to you, right? Now Zach's one of your right hand mans, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
right here.
Yeah, see,
He used to
Zach's
race
been
too.
around forever too. You guys have been a team. And did you ever think after all these years, John, that you'd be doing what you're doing still, and now you're helping your nephew, and he's winning races? I mean, Michael hurt, done that stuff with his knees, and you wound up putting the kid in the car. Did you ever think he would come along so fast, John?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? How talented he is. I saw in the quarter midgets he was really talented, and then we figured we'll try the sprint car out, and then he did a really good job the first night out. So I just figure it was a matter of time, trying to get everything straightened out for him, get it handling good for him.
Now, how's he? Is he mending now? Is he done? Is he all fixed up? Is he racing
Yeah.
again now?
Yeah, we're gonna run New Egypt this Saturday.
Yeah, I won't beat her. I'll beat the Nationals at Maple
Okay,
Grove.
out
so.
there. Yeah, we'll be there Saturday with the 305s. Still has some more work to do in the car. It destroyed the other car, frame, rims,
Yeah, I'm sure.
everything was junk. So I had
Yeah.
another frame sitting there, so I put that together. Got a little more work to do for
John,
Saturday.
people don't realize how fast you're going at Bridgeport, do they?
No, that place is crazy fast, really. It's
Yeah,
scary
people-
fast. Yeah, he
people
went
don't-
up over a wheel, and a guy hit a hole and bounced up, and he went over the wheel and went into the wall head on. It was a hard hit.
Oh man,
She couldn't breathe, so he went to the hospital. But luckily,
Right.
there's no broken bones or anything, just bruised ribs and all that stuff.
Your
It's
sister
really
probably
sore for
went
a week.
bananas, right?
Yeah, she had a video. She actually hung in there pretty good,
Oh
surprisingly.
boy. Now,
You know how she gets.
now you've been around forever. Zach's been around forever. How did this all start? Did it start with your dad?
Yeah, my dad raced Vineland and like Hatfield, stuff like that. He ran those flathead sportsmans. And then
Now-
he started us in quarter midgets.
Okay.
I think I started, I guess my dad waited till we got roll cages. So I think I was 7 years old. I started. And then I think Mike started when he was 5. And then we did quarter midgets up to 15. And then built a modified for Michael. He ran a modified for a year. We helped Bruce Thompson for years. Started
I
helping
remember him.
Bruce when I was like 13.
That was my mom's favorite driver, believe it or not.
Yeah, they were awesome people. Taught me a
Mhm.
lot. Bruce taught me how to rebuild rears and everything. And then we decided the sprint cars are the way to go after being with Bruce. The modifieds were like bumping and banging and tearing up the car. We're
Right.
like, let's go sprint car racing. So we
Right.
did that. It worked out. It's been great.
Now, you work at Foley Cat, right? You're a mechanic there?
Yeah, 21 years this year.
Oh, it seems like everybody I know. I drive a dump truck. Kyle Perks' dad, Kyle Perks, Matt Hoffman. I know him really well. Zach, you
Yeah,
don't
he
work at
works.
Foley Cat, do you?
No, I don't.
He picks up parts there.
So, John, you drove too. what made you not want to drive anymore and just turn the wrenches?
Bruce Thompson let me drive his car at Delaware at US 13, and it had a ton of stagger in it and horsepower. And I went down the back straightaway. I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Really?
And I love, I don't know. It's like, it ain't for me. It did good in the quarter midgets. I figured Mike's the driver, and I love
No
working
kidding.
on him. So
Wow, that's crazy. Now, you guys have ties to people down south too, right? Not just Cody. You have other people that you've helped in the past, right?
what the champ car or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like Kevin Thomas just drove last week because Cody had a wing payment race. So Kevin Thomas drove at Coin. We got 8th there. And then Kevin Thomas is driving at Eldora next week. Cody's working for USAC now, so he's going to start doing their schedule and help their scheduling.
Okay.
And then, PME does my engines for the payment car down south. Down in Charlotte. And then Bob Hampshire does the dirt car engines. So
okay.
the motor that Cody won with, that was Bob Hampshire. He built that. That was actually one of Cody's motors when he left Topama and Hampshire. Bob kept it, and then I was able to buy it from him. So it worked out good.
Now, how did you latch on to him? Have you and him just been friends for a long time?
So Jerry Robinson, he made parts for Bob Hampshire, and he knew Bob. So I had was getting ready to place an order with Maxim for a champ car, a kit, a frame to put it together. And I was looking at a payment car, and then Jerry introduced me to Bob Hampshire. And then that's how I met Bob. And then Bob gave me Clark Lamey's phone number. He was his right-hand man. And we stay at his house. For years, we've been traveling up there. We use his race shop. It's in Ohio and Findlay. So it's perfect. Saves a lot of diesel fuel, hotels, stuff like that. We stop there, work on the car. He helps set it up. Bob always helps set it up. Really great guy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Became good friends. And then Tony DiPalma wanted to get out, so Cody started driving for other people. And then Cody kind of wanted to have the option to cut back. Originally started out, he was going to run the full season. And then he, I told him whatever he wanted to do. If he had pavement rides, because that's what he really wants to do more, that he go ahead, I was a little disappointed. I wanted him to run more races, but it is what it is. He got me to win at Springfield. So,
well,
but yeah, it was the help of Bob Hampshire. He rebuilt the motor over to Winter. And then Clark, Bob's right-hand man, he helps out. It comes to the track. So they all know what Cody wants. So it's really good help for me. So it's kind of like putting the team back together.
Right. I mean, the guy's won everything you can win. I mean, 8 championships. He's won the Little 500, stuff that I can't even remember. I was just looking at his resume, and I'm like, wow, this guy. I mean, does he have any inspirations of doing anything different, or just now he's going to work for USAC? So what's he going to do?
I don't know. He's getting older. He did the 8 championship last year, and he said the championships are really stressful on him and his family.
Wow.
Because once you get obligated on that,
right,
that it's just really stressful. So he didn't want to be obligated this year. And then he had so many offers to drive like wing sprint cars. Like the weekend of the coin, he won at Owasso, Michigan. He won $4,000 on Saturday and $10,000 on Sunday.
Right.
He won both races with a wing sprint car. And then this weekend, he's running without a wing. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, he's just one of the, like you talk about Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon and all them guys that done all that. He's doing all that, what they did when they first started. And then I got a question for you. When you guys were winning all the 305 races and doing all that, did you just get tired of the 305s, John, and you wanted to do something different?
Yeah. We were just the series was changing, change hands and stuff like that. And we had always, from hanging out with Gary Heber and all, we always liked the champ cars. So just wanted to head a different direction and try it, So that's what happened. It's been a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun and a lot of work.
Yeah, there's
lot of
people
travel.
don't realize that it's how much
Yeah.
work it is. It's another job from your other job. When you leave your job at 4 or 5 o'clock, some people are lucky they get to leave their job at 3 o'clock. But when you leave your job at 5 o'clock, you go get something to eat real quick. You hi to your wife, give her a kiss, go to the garage, and you're there till 11, 12 o'clock at night. Unless something happens, you're there till 2, 3 in the morning. And people just, they've been there, done that, both the hat and the shirt. I mean, my brother, we'd have a race on Friday night at Windsor. Something would happen to the car. We'd take it to the car wash, work all night to go to Bridgeport. It's just, but now it's different. I mean, I'll tell you this, John, I see it all the time. There's kids whose parents have money. They strap themselves in race cars and they shouldn't. Or they move their kids up to a bigger class and they shouldn't. They're in the way. Somebody needs to be able to tell their kids, just wait. You know what I mean? You can win championships if you wait another year and you let them get that recognition and let them get that confidence up. Going into a better class with no confidence will get you killed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's tough. I know it's just been a dream. I always wanted to win with the champ car. We did so much with the sprint car and all that, and then Jared won the other week with the sprint car that won the URC championship back in 2001. Back when there's 40 cars a week running.
Yes.
So that was an accomplishment there. Now this here is accomplishment. Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool to see you do that. And
a lot of people involved in it, like Andy Belmont helps out, Belmont's Garage, and
yep.
Radio Hospital. That's from the Tony DePalma that used to own his other car. He's helping out, buying tires and help the expenses, because he didn't want to start a whole nother team. We already have the truck, trailer, car. We just needed a little bit of financing backing, to help out for Cody. So it worked out good. And then John Venturelli, another friend of Tony DePalma's, he helps out financially. He used to own an Italian restaurant they're out in Ohio, and they help sponsor the car too. So it's been great to have them on to help out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Like Mike Errico works with me. He's my foreman. And he said, John winning that race is a big deal. We need to get him on the show. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. I said, I've been friends with John forever and Michael. And I said, yeah, we need to get him on here. That would be a shot in the arm, not just for, national stuff, but just for the local people. There's local people that watch this and listen to it, because I live in Langhorne now. And I think it's pretty cool that a local guy does great. And you guys work your asses off. And I just think that you deserve to have the recognition that you deserve. I mean, I've been friends. I have that same shirt, by the way. Your brother gave me one of them shirts. I have one of them shirts. But yeah, when you guys came to the racetrack, you were a force to be reckoned with. And the kid is coming. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with too. I think the 305s are going in the right direction again. I think they got something going there. It's pretty neat to see Timmy Tanner's kid win, and it's good to see awesome. Jared win. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just a little tough for Jared. He doesn't get to run every race because I have to watch what I spend. I mean, he helps chip in and buy stuff and all that, but like we won't go to certain races and all that, and he wants to run more, but it is what it is, because I got to watch what I spend, because I want to do the champ car too, so you can't do everything. So he doesn't get to run every week, but right. But just run when we can.
If you want to take a couple minutes, John, I'll bring Earl back in here, and you can try and get a hold of Cody. I'll bring him back in, because I have no time limit. This is my show. I can do what I want. I'm not on the radio, so I'll take you off for a minute. Just stay where you're at, and I'll bring Earl back in here. Well, what I'll do is I'll thank my sponsors. So just stay right where you're at.
Should I turn the mic off?
Yeah, you can turn the mic off.
Okay.
All right, and just wave your hand when you're ready, and I'll bring you back on. I got to thank my sponsors here. All right, we got to take a pause for the calls here and thank the people that pay the bills for us. So we'll do this. Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear. You got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmissions. That's right, High Gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmissions. It's home of the modified number 13T, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with High Gear. Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too. All right. I believe, yes, we do. Now I have both of you, but I got to change this. Hold on 1 second. Now we can do this banner, and we can get rid of that banner. Now we have Cody Swanson on here. You're a hardworking man. You're a hard guy to get a hold of. Is there a time difference, Code?
No, it just I didn't know what time it was. We're here at Nick Bohannon's shop working on his 500 sprint car, getting ready for this weekend at Salem, and getting fitted in the car. I took the phone out of my pocket, so I fit in the seat and working on a couple things in the cockpit. Had no idea that it was this late already. So sorry I missed you. I know we planned on earlier, but thanks for giving me another chance here.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you being on here. It's an honor to have you. It's an honor to have John and Zach on here. You have no idea what you have done for Langhorne and these guys here. They put themselves on the map, but you put another star next to them guys. I mean, what you did with their champ car, that was pretty cool. Not just that, but man, I was going over your credentials. There ain't too much more you could do, is there? What do you got set to do?
We've had some fun. I've been really fortunate to race a lot of fun types of cars for a lot of great people, and that day in Springfield was certainly special for me too, and thankful to be able to do it with the number 24 team there. And I don't know what the future necessarily holds, but this year we got a few more races with the 500 Sprint Car Tour and the National Midgets there at IRP, and the Open Wheel Showdown out in Las Vegas. So still enjoying the opportunity to run open wheel, short track race cars, and anything I can get in.
The coolest thing that I saw with your interview is not a lot of guys show emotion, Cody. You showed emotion. That is cool to me. That people will say, he's emotional. That shows me you're more of a man than anything. You could drive that race car all day long, but when you show emotion and you show how you care about your family and you care about the people that you drive for, that's tops with me, dude. Trust me, I am ordering shirts with you on them with no problem. And these guys here, I've been friends with forever. I had to get him on the show, and when he told me he could get you on my show, this is a home run for me. And I am definitely a fan. I've watched you before on TV and watched. I said this guy is phenomenal. And then when when John told me he could get you on here, on my show. I was like, no way. He said, yeah, he'll come on. I'm telling you. And I said, okay, no problem. So now you're getting prepared to do something for this weekend. He said you're winning in wing cars, non-wing cars, and then you're going to work for USAC now too, right?
Well, a little bit, yeah. I think right now I'm going to help them on a short-term position, at least through the end of this year to try to get a lay of land for Silver Crown. And for now, like I said, been running wing cars. That's what I did last weekend, and going to run non-wing here with the 500 tour at Salem and midgets too, and maybe even a late model race before the year's over. So a lot of different things happening, and sure appreciate you having me on the show. I'm sorry I was late, right? I hate that I just missed what time it was, but been working hard on getting this car ready and keeping the balls in the air. And I think you mentioned me getting emotional, and I don't know that I enjoy crying in front of people or whatnot, but it's an overwhelming feeling. It's winning a big race is such a special feeling, and being part of that and knowing what that means for not only for me and my family and the time we put in, but knowing everybody that's part of it, from the people that work on it to the people that own it, and the families that have been supporting them and pursuit of their dreams and a chance to do it. To have it all work out is, like I said, it's just simply an overwhelming combination of feelings. So grateful for those opportunities to be part of those moments, for it all to work out, and thankful for all God's blessed me with.
Well, that's why guys like you get them opportunities. God doesn't give you things he doesn't want you to use, Cody, and you use them to the best of your ability. I am so proud to have you on here. Proud to have John on here. I appreciate your time. I know you're busy. I appreciate you taking the minute. You got an open door policy. Winter comes and you got some time off, get a hold of John. You're more than welcome to come on here anytime you want.
Yeah, that's good. Well, shoot, sorry I missed the beginning of it, and I don't have to run here for a minute. If there's still something you want to talk about, but maybe you guys had it all covered already. I see John and Zach on there. I mean, them guys are such a big part of it in that day, and I see the pavement car in the background, and everybody from
trophy there. We got the check hanging up.
Yeah, all right, perfect. Well, there's some fun additions
we're all set.
To the shop, and
he showed me the big trophy, he showed me the big check, he showed me all that. He works his ass off. I've seen him work his ass off locally, and then to see him get the big win and do all that stuff, that was a proud moment for him and his family, and to have somebody like you drive for him. And that's a pretty cool deal. And then to watch the interview, I mean, I got texts like crazy. Hey, Higginbotham's car won the big race, and Cody Swanson was driving it, and it's big for me to have you on here. It's really cool to have you guys on here. It's cool to have John on here, because John don't like to do this kind of stuff. John's like, I'm a rookie at this. I really don't like to do this. And then to have Zach too, it's pretty cool, because I know Zach's one of his right-hand man. And hopefully you'll get to drive that 24 more often and win some more races for him.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, these guys have been great to work with this year on what's been an odd year for me, even my career in racing, but schedule-wise and everything. And so it's been great to work with them through it, and have them have the understanding that they have for me, and special to get one in Springfield that day. The Bettenhausen was really the first Silver Crown start I had. I think technically I made one in Iowa, but first race I really ran in Silver Crown, I bet almost 17 years ago. So it's obviously a storied event, and nothing quite like the miles, and Springfield's an important one. So to be able to have a great day there, and it's always special to get a win, and that one's a big one on the calendar for the year, and really had a lot of fun. Glad it all worked out.
Now, I've seen pictures of you in a full fendered car. What's that all about?
Yeah, I mean, I've done that from time to time, and it's been a few years. But in 2021, I kind of stepped away from the dirt and Silver Crown a little bit to try to run some late models and see what I could pursue in that direction. And ran the New Smyrna World Series of Asphalt that year, and won the Pro Late Model title with Platinum Racing and Platinum Express 26, and got a chance to run again this year at Killcare, kind of for fun on a Wednesday night. They had the Knuckles Memorial special race there, and a big event. So been fortunate to have a lot of great connections and to get to do fun stuff like that. And I think the plan is to run actually the Winchester 400 maybe later this year, something that weekend with Jeff Wooten, somebody that I met through Platinum and through some different opportunities. So whether it's got fenders or not, if it goes fast and the opportunity's right, I've been really fortunate to have a lot of great chances to do some fun things in racing.
I told John, I said, this guy has does everything. I mean, you think about Stewart, you think about Larson, you think about all them guys. They've come up like you've been doing, running the open wheel stuff, doing all that. That's what made me fans of them guys because they were open wheel guys. And, you know, Larson, he puts himself in the seat of anything, and you do the same thing. It's pretty crazy to think that you do all that. I mean, I'll ask you this question. When you drive a different car at a different track, do they know what to do to make you comfortable in the car right away, or does it take a couple laps or a couple warm-up sessions, and then you come in and tell them, hey, I need this, this, and this? Is it all you, or do they got to make some major adjustments?
It's definitely not all me, right? I've been fortunate to be surrounded by great people and great race cars. I think I've driven a dozen different ones this year, from dirt sprint cars to dirt silver crown to pavement and sprint cars and midgets and late models and all the different types, right? And every team is structured a little bit different, but been fortunate to have great relationships with each of them, you know, and some of them, you know, I may be more particular on because if I've got that experience with it, I know what fits me well, and some have been really gracious to kind of give me that leeway to work on it some with them or you know, help on those types of decisions. And you know, like I said, everyone's just been a little bit different, but all have been great to work with, and been really fortunate to get up to speed, you know, really well in a lot of different cars.
Now, I'm going to let this cat out of the bag. John, you probably didn't hear this yet, but they're going to try to get USAC back at New Egypt. Okay, the wingless USAC cars. So maybe, John, we can get a car for Cody to drive at New Egypt. I'm the announcer at New Egypt too. So
okay, all right, great.
Maybe we could work something out to get him a ride at New Egypt. That would be pretty cool. So,
It's like probably
but
15 hours
they
away,
haven't
though.
been to New Egypt in a long time, right, John? It's been a while, right? Since 2000, when?
Ooh, early 2000s, I think. 2006, 2007.
Yeah, it's been a. I think the last person to win there was Clausen was one of them. So it's been a while.
Wayne Clausen was the last one to win. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to have you come to New Egypt. That would be fun for me
Yeah.
because we would have a good time. But no, we'll be watching you. I'd watch you anyhow because I watch all the stuff that the guys. I'll be honest with you. My nephew got into wingless sprint cars. John helped us out a little bit, and I really wasn't a sprint car guy, but thanks to these guys and the rest of the other 305 guys that I know, I watch sprint cars now. My boss owns Maple Grove Raceway, which they're having a nationals this week. I've become a drag racer. I've become a circle track racer, a sprint car guy. I like any kind of racing now, and to have you on my show, I really appreciate it. I'll tell you this again. I appreciate John doing what he's doing to get you on here, and this has got to be one of the highlights of Wide Open Wednesday. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, shoot, you bet. Like I said, apologize for my tardiness and all that, but glad that John got us connected and the chance to do it. I mean, really glad to be able to come on, talk about it, and help celebrate some fun that we had together. But that was a big day in Springfield for a lot of us. So I appreciate you having all of us on to talk about that, to enjoy those moments with us.
All right, Cody, go back and work on your car, and I'll be watching this weekend. I'm one of them guys that has all the racing channels, so I'll be able to watch what you're doing, and I'll let you go so you can finish what you're doing. And I appreciate you being on here. Thank you very much.
Hey, you bet. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cody.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Cody.
bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, John, there you go. You produced what you said you were going to produce. I owe you a lunch.
He
It's good.
yeah, he's in the middle of running around like an idiot all the time. He's really meticulous about. He actually mounts his own tires. He goes to Hoosier, looks at the date codes, looks at the tire, picks out what he wants. He did it with my car. He brought them to the. He does it with all his cars. He mounts his own tires too. Marks them.
He's not a guy that just shows up with his helmet in his bag. He works on those cars.
Yeah, you could tell. You can tell that he's
on job.
he's
That's his
involved.
full-time job, and he is one of the most meticulous and dedicated people I think I've ever met in racing.
Well, that's why he wins. That's why he
Yep.
does what he does. And like I said about him getting emotional, that right there makes him more of a man, not less of a man. It makes him more of a man. I get ridiculed for wearing my heart on my sleeve all the time, but you know what? Everybody calls Nick to get prayers for me, people. Everybody asks Nick to do this and do that. So I'm doing something right. And having you guys on here, I definitely done something right tonight. John, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming on here, Zach. Thank you for being a part of it too. I got an extra bonus with Zach, and I definitely got an extra bonus with Cody Swanson. Thank you very much, John. Have a good night. I'm going to bring Earl back in here, and we're going to end the show.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Thanks. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye. All right, I got a couple more sponsors I got to do because if I don't do them, Fred's going to fire me. But I meant to put that up for Mr. Swanson. That I didn't do. But no, we got to take care of our sponsors because Fred definitely did. Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right. Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back, or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So, see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike. Up next, we have Fletcher's Garage. That's right, the main sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday. And they are located at 480 Hood Boulevard in Fairless Hills. Their phone number is 215-295-4931. And their motto is, if they can't fix it, it's broke. It's home of America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher, and he also does Need for Speed on WBCB on Thursday mornings. So keep an eye out for Mr. Fletcher, America's mechanic. Also, we have Reliable Consulting, Sales, Training, and Marketing, brought to you by Chris Bennett. His phone number is 215-206-9053. We thank all our sponsors for participating on Wide Open Wednesday. Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, 668 Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the lens at Wide Open Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL, he's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic. Hey, you ever wanted to get shot? And I'm not talking about by a gun. I'm talking about getting shot by one of the best photographers around, Jim Brown Racing Photos. You ever need your racing photos, you got to get them from Jim Brown. Hey, what can Brown do for you? He can produce your best racing photos. Jim Brown. All right, we'll bring Mr. Earl Kraus back in here, my co-anchor this evening. Earl, wow, Cody Swanson, that's pretty cool. That's a star for me.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Nick. Cody Swanson, he is old school. You know, a guy who, like John Hagenbottom and Zach were saying, that, you know, there's a guy who mounts his own tires, picks out his own tires, works on the car, drives open cockpit cars, drives late models on dirt, on pavement. Old school racer, great guy. And yeah, that was terrific that he brought that win home for John Hagenbottom and Zach there out at the Bettenhausen Memorial. Classic race, you know, for the classic cars, Silver Crown cars. They're a great part of racing history. And that was terrific. You know, what a great team. And, you know, we talked about families. Boy, there's a real family atmosphere there. So congratulations there to Cody, to John, to Zach. Hey, Mike Hagenbottom, he's still involved. You know, that's what it's all about. So terrific. Great show tonight.
Yeah, and John mentioned the Hebers. Of course, Gary Heber won one of them races too, one of them big races. And yeah, and Danny still races too. So yeah, Danny's a good friend of mine. But yeah, it was
Dad, Red.
Yep. Reds, yep.
Yep,
Reds was a
what
good
a-
guy. He was a no nonsense guy. Gave the kids
Yes.
the best. And Gary's sons still have race cars. They don't have the time to do anything. A lot of these businesses, like Jimmy Horton, everybody's wondering where Jimmy is. Jimmy has the car. He's just so busy at Arts Radiator. He
Right.
doesn't have time to do what he wants to do. Because I had talked to him. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "I got the car." He goes, I just don't have time to do what I need to do because the business is so busy." And that's
Yep.
great that the business is busy. But yeah, I home run tonight. Got to have Fred's dad
Yeah.
on here. Got to have Mr. Swanson on here. John, it's cool to have the hometown people on here. And we got to get back to the time capsule, Earl, and get you in here to do that.
Looking forward to that. Yes.
Yeah. We
I was
definitely
talking
got
to
to do
Fred about that last week, and we were saying yes, absolutely. That'll be our great shows in the wintertime. During we always talk about with Laugh the off season. The off season has gotten busier and busier, but yes, during the winter months, we'll look forward to doing Earl's time capsule. I talked to my friend Mark Yapel. He's going to be involved. We're going to get a lot of former drivers on to talk about racing history. Do a real roundtable discussion, and there'll be some great shows during the winter months, and that'll be a lot of fun indeed. And when John Hagenbottom was on, he mentioned his dad racing at the famous Vineland Speedway.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, half-mile paved track. It ran in the 1950s and 60s, and that John's dad raced there. That's terrific, and that's what it's all about. Talking about the racing history, and love doing it. So yeah, keep up the good work with that.
Yeah, we can't wait to do that because we do this live streaming stuff. When we do Earl's time capsule, that's all stuff that Greg does. He does all that. He produces all that. Five Peaks Media. Our studio is in Five Peaks Media's studio.
Great.
We have a room that we use for this. But when we do Earl's time capsule, it's all done with professional cameras and all that other stuff. And yeah, it's pretty crazy because Craig is meticulous in what he does with the
Yes.
microphones and the lighting and all that stuff. He's crazy with it. So we wouldn't be able to do that kind of stuff, what we do with Earl. But yeah, we're going to get back to that. It wouldn't bother me one bit if every week we did a time capsule in the wintertime. That wouldn't bother me at all with you.
Oh,
and
we
Mark.
can do that. That's good.
Yeah, that would be cool. So, but Earl, have a great rest of your week. I will
Thank
be
you.
at Maple Grove on Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget, people, you got to buy your tickets through Sports Illustrated tickets for Maple Grove. Every ticket is a pit pass. You get to see the stars and cars of the NHRA. Make sure if you're not going to a local dirt race, you got a chance to come out to Maple Grove, and it starts tomorrow. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I don't think there's any dirt racing on Sunday. So you can come out to Maple Grove and enjoy that. You'll see me there. Earl, I appreciate your time. You're always a pleasure to have on the show.
Thank you, Nick.
Always enjoy your insight. I got to thank Cody Swanson, John Hagenbotham, Billy Blaze, his buddy Anthony for coming on, all our guests, all our sponsors. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Fred Fletcher and his dad. It was really cool to talk to Fred's dad and
Yes,
be able
indeed.
to talk to them guys. So Fred will be back soon. Next week, he'll be sitting next to me and we'll be doing the show together. So until then, have a great week. God bless you guys. Appreciate everybody doing what they do. Thanks, Earl.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
All right, gang, we're going to end this thing, and I'm going to go home to my beautiful wife, Nancy. But yeah, I think we have crossed the hill here. I think we have come over the other side of the hill. It is, yeah, we are got to get Kate back here, Miss Kate. Got to thank John Hagenbottom for hooking us up with Cody Swanson. Got to thank Zach for being on there with us. I'm not saying your last name, Zach, because I'll butcher the hell out of it. That's why I'm not saying it. So, but everybody knows who Zach is that works on the 24 cars with John and them guys. So thank them two guys for being on the show with us. And I thank Cody Swanson for coming on, Billy from Maple Grove, his buddy Anthony, Earl Krause, of course. Earl, always a pleasure to have Earl. Earl, if we knew Fred wasn't going to be here, we probably could have had you in studio with me. You could have had a headset on and we could have had a good old time. But all right, guys, we're going to end this thing here. We appreciate it. It'll be up on our outlets. As soon as it's done, you can rewatch it, whatever you want to do. Take some clips from it, whatever you want to do. I know I'm going to take some clips of me talking to Cody Swanson, also talking to John Hagenbotham, and put them up I know Mrs. Higginbotham is proud of her son, so I'm going to make some clips of that and give them to John so he can show them to his mom. So, Mary, thank you for telling me. Thank you for having your son on. You're a cool lady. Always enjoy talking to John's mom. She's a very cool lady. So, talk to you guys later. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being a part of Wide Open Wednesday. We'd like to thank all our sponsors and everybody involved here. Thanks for stopping in. We hope you enjoy the show.